Today I'm starting a new series of short videos about significant places in Burnside. And I'm standing here in a very significant historical place in Burnside, and that is at Wheal Watkins Reserve. And we're going to look at and talk with someone who's an expert on the Wheal Watkins Mines. And I'd like to introduce you to Meredith, past president of the Burnside Historical Society, who is involved in helping with the tours run by the Society, usually in History Month, but also some other times of the year, and can also be organised by groups if they wish to have a special tour. So Meredith, tell us a little bit about the mine.
Well, the mine is of national, state and local heritage, Anne, because it's part of the first metalliferous mine. The Glen Osmond Mines are around here, but they're on private lands except for Wheal Watkins, so that's why we can only visit this one. And it started 177 years ago. It was in 1843, and mining continued only a short time until 1849. And the operations finally closed in 1851, but they did reopen later in that century. It did help the state economy, sending shipments of ore over to England. And, I think that we should look at this as a jewel in the crown of Burnside.
The Cornish miners worked under incredibly difficult conditions. As you are probably aware, in other parts of South Australia, that followed the discovery of silver and lead in this mine. This is a piece of galena, and this was the ore that they were digging out of the mine. And Meredith has
the pick, example of a pick that would have been used. And you can see another one that was found down in a shaft in the Glen Osmond Mines some years ago and was donated to us. And there's a box in the foyer to the right of the Burnside Library. Standing here outside the lower adit or tunnel at Wheal Watkins, and we bring tours here, but at the present we can only do above ground tours due to a small rock fall in 2005. We started the later tours in 2016, but there were tours from 1986 until the rock fall. If you would be interested in a tour, you can go on to our contact page for the Burnside Historical Society, and while you're there, have a look at the resource section, and there's a really interesting paper by one of our members. It was co-authored with Greg Drew. Our member Ross Both wrote this paper about the Glen Osmond Mines and their section about Wheal Watkins.